folks, welcome back. Nothing real exciting happening. You can maybe get a better, that's a good view of how rusty and crusty that truss rod nut is. What I'm doing is nothing horribly exciting. This is just a little bit of WD-40 sprayed all over creation. And we're just going to let that sit. We're also going to do that here on the other end just because we can. And we'll see what becomes of that. We'll see if that will get loosened up at all. And if the truss rod's going to work or not. We got to get it to potentially move first. And then after that we'll see what we can do. So watch this space. De-gooing the Lazarus. I don't know what we're going to get off of here. Considering this has been in water, in the elements. But we're going to try to get the gooage off of here. These are just little from scrub brushes, surgery scrub brushes. You pull the foam pad off of it. They work great. I hear you can buy them from catalogs, guitar supplier catalogs. But if you have a source for them, that works better. Yeah, that's kind of gross. I'm going to do that again. Yeah, just see the brown coming off of it. Oofta. Gross, gross, gross. I've seen worse. Alright, now for the rest of it, our friend, just warm water with a little bit of soap in it. I mean, like a drop of soap in it. Squeezed out. And we're just trying to get surface dirt, grit and grime off of it. Of which this has a plenty. In preparation for hoping that this will eventually play, I've actually scanned this headstock here into my computer, so I have it, and by manipulating it back and forth, I can reconstruct at least what I think that looks like, so that we can have one made if we get to that point. We'll just have an inlay made. So we're going to clean the body off, and then we're going to start taking parts off. Get things soaking, especially these machine heads. We're going to get all this stuff torn apart, get them soaking, get them lubed up, get the rust broken off of there, and hopefully back on the way to functioning. Man, this is the ugly. Now I got to be careful right up around here, because you can already hear that wanting to snag. And some little splinters that are just kind of hanging out where that fingerboard and that neck was just ripped off the top there. And I don't want to cause any more damage than there is, because there is enough work to do. I don't need to make more work for myself. Yeah, this big scratch, yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. Way down the road, cosmetics is not high on the list at the moment. We'll get a clean surface to work with, we'll get the parts taken off, do what we can with the parts, and then move on from there. Now, I totally understand that this could be a major exercise in futility. But if I just abandon all hope and decide to do nothing, then I'll basically have succeeded at doing nothing. Whereas, if I look at this as a learning experience and the chance to find something out that I don't know, if I spend a good amount of time on this and then finally get to the point where I realize there's nothing that can be done, then I've at least gone through the motions and I've figured out, I now have a bit of knowledge to draw on. You know, there are guitar repair technicians out there who would look at this and in 2 minutes go, not a chance. But they've got loads and loads of experience behind them. At the same time, you know, they might look at this and go, oh, totally doable. So we'll just have to see. Now let's go ahead and pull this off. Let's see. Little T-iony screws. These look like they have been messed with. This is not the first encounter with the screwdriver, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there's no maker's mark on it. But at least we can get under there. You can tell that's been, you can tell those parts have been on there a long time. Look at the bleaching. Or not the bleaching, but how the top that has been exposed to the elements has yellowed and aged. A fair amount of goo on there. So there's that. De-gunkified. And now let's tear that headstock apart. Alright, well that's, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out first. Now, you end up getting a screw and a gear, and out of the other side comes your tuning peg. Now, these are machined so that this will fit in here like that and fit in there nice and snug and give you that turning ability. So let's pull all these off, and hopefully they will all come out without too much hassle. Famous last words. All of my projects get a plastic bin, and that's where all the parts go, because you don't want to be losing parts. Some of these things is hard enough to find parts as it is. I don't want to be making more work for myself, because that's money out the window that you could have easily prevented. And I have lots of things that I could spend money on other than trying to fix a mistake that I'm making. I'm sure you're the same way. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Oh, that's the good stuff. Now, just in case you don't know, these are known as open tuners. You notice how you can see the gears as opposed to closed tuners, like on the back of most electrics, where you cannot see the gears. You don't want to lube these up too much because they get goo in them. They get hair and dust and all sorts of unsavoriness in them. Alright. And these just come out like that. You can see there's a little hook that these will slide into. Let's see, there we go. Oh, to have teeny tiny fingers. Ooh, that's a good one there. There we go. Oh, almost. Come on, you. I put that screw in there because if I just put my screwdriver in the hole here, this is threaded right here. So if I put my screwdriver in here and then give it a whack, I can booger up the threads in there. And again, I've got enough work to do on this. I don't need to make work for myself. And there we go. Let's see, are these the same as what held us on there? It looks like it, yep. Alright, so those are all the same size, so I don't have to worry about mixing them up. And there's the plate off of there. Almost done. I still can't believe that this is as complete as it is. That the fact that it was found broken into in a wood pile and the bridge was there. Yeah, super cool. So we'll see. We're just going to finish this off here. Give her a quick wipe here with my lightly damp cloth. And then, let's see, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to scrounge around through my tool bucket and see if I can't find the appropriate sized device which we can push these bushings out with. Stand by. Well, that didn't take long. I have an X-Acto knife handle, which seems to work quite well. There's the one where we're missing one. So here's what we're looking at. Now the fun part's going to be to find this. Can I find it domed over like that? Or to have a complete set, do I need to order 12 of them? We will see. There seems to be this never-ending supply of boxes that show up on my front door, with little bits and pieces from all across the country, and some very kind friends in America. I'm actually going to let this dry out, and I might hit that later. We'll see. Ooh, nice binding pulling off of there too. Alright, stand by. Alright, we've had to move on to the big guns, which is penetrating oil. I've got it on both sides of this truss rod, and now the moment of truth. Let's see if the thing will if it will even turn at all.
Hey, Dad.
Yes, dear.
Are you recording? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. What do you need?
Nothing.
What do you need? Okay. We'll leave that in. Okay, well, that has loosened. Well, now, just for fun, well, it seems to have moved a little bit. So, alright, I guess we can let's put it back to where it was. Yep. The truss rod moves. Alright, well, that's cool. So now that this works, that means that this does not have to come off in order to loosen things up. So the next order of business is I'm going to get a container for the headstock, the tuners that we disassembled, and we're going to get that soaking in some penetrating oil because it's pretty gooed up and gummed up, and we're going to let that soak for a couple of days. So let's find a container and get on with that. Alright, what we're going to use is Ziploc bags. Yeah, every bit of this is going in there. The good stuff. That's definitely already started. I'm sure if you look, you can see how it's turning a lovely rust color already. So, in we go. And we'll let that sit overnight and let that penetrating oil do its thing. Tomorrow we will pull that out and get after it with a toothbrush. Don't throw your toothbrushes away. I can use them. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. You could use them for all kinds of stuff. So keep your toothbrushes. Alright, check back later.